This video has been supported by my Patreons. With the support I get from them, I can give you guys regular content and updates. It also helps me improve my channel and go to overseas conventions more often. So what are you waiting for? Go check me out on Patreon, and from just $1 a month, you can support me and the channel, get personal fursuit making help, and get some great rewards. Hope to see you there. Enjoy the video.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Maker Masterclass, where I show you the ins and outs of being a fursuit maker. Today we're going to cover terms of service. Your terms of service is what keeps you safe when doing business with others. Now, these aren't your usual terms of service that you tick the box of and kind of go, oh yes, I've totally read these. I promise. I really do. No. These are proper terms of service that you have to read and agree to when commissioning any maker or artist. So let's get right onto it. So why are terms of service? Excellent question. Put it simply, my blepplings, there are not very nice people out there. People who want to try and get things from you that you don't particularly want to give. And without a terms of service, often people can very easily and legally take it. On the other side of the coin, terms of service can allow people who are selling you things to get away with particularly unsavory things as well. So we want to create a terms of service that is fair on both parties. So let's just use fursuit making as an example. You're a fursuit maker, you're starting to take commissions, and you're settling down to write out your terms of service. Where do you start? I start out at the start of the commission.
Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start.
With reference art. This section should outline what kind of reference art your customer should provide for the commission. So for example, the commissioner must provide, on minimum, 2-view reference sheet. Then you can go on to explain what the consequences are if they don't provide this. This can vary between not accepting the commission or the artist taking in small liberties to fill in any gaps in the reference sheet. You could even offer to commission reference art on their behalf, with additional charge of course, from a reference artist should you deem it necessary. You should try to cover all bases with your terms of service. It is what will save you when a difficult customer comes your way. So let's cover the big one, payment. Money is always a touchy subject, however, here is where you can be as firm as you like with prices and payment plans. Before we jump into this, I'm going to start covering PayPal. PayPal is my recommended payment method as you get seller protection as well as buyer protection. When you sign up for PayPal, do so before you take on any commission. Don't leave it to the last minute. When you sell on PayPal, you have to prove you're a trustworthy seller, so don't be surprised if they hold your funds for a bit to make sure you're not a scammer. A really important thing to note, once you exceed $1,000 on your PayPal account, PayPal will freeze your account until you can prove your identity. Especially important to note if any of you are under 18 and have a PayPal account, as you won't be able to access these funds until you are 18. And I recommend listing PayPal as your only payment option as it is instant and secure. When you talk about your payment options in your terms of service, you should always mention a minimum non-refundable deposit. This is so you can order your materials as soon as the commission occurs. Also so that if they back out of the slot, you are not obliged to refund what you already spent on materials. How much you refund in the event of a cancellation is up to you. However, I'd recommend a minimum 30% non-refundable. Let's talk payment plans. If you'd like to have a minimum payment plan, now is a good time to list it. $100 a month minimum is a pretty standard one. Having a minimum payment plan means your income is steady. We've talked about payment and references. Now let's talk about the build process. There are many things you can mention in this section, such as whips, asking for whips, and changes to characters. This section will ideally outline the boundaries between you and your commissioner. I recommend charging a fee for large changes not shown on their reference sheet. This is to make sure you're not left out of pocket when someone changes their mind or updates their character. My first ever commission, they changed characters on me like 4 times. It drove me insane. In your terms of service, you should mention how many whips you will share, whether it's regular updates or none at all. Lay out what the customer should expect so there's no confusion during the building process. A really important thing to mention in terms of service is age limits. Regardless of your age, you should have an 18+ policy. This is because if PayPal finds out a minor is using their service, both you and the commissioner can get in some serious trouble. This is why I have a rule of 18+ without parental consent, whereas minors have to go through their parents' PayPal, with their consent and contact. I highly recommend having this rule in place as it will protect both yourself and your customers. And lastly, let's talk warranty. A warranty is defined as a written guarantee issued to the purchaser of an article by its manufacturer, promising to repair or replace if necessary within a specified period of time. A warranty can give your customers peace of mind that if you make a mistake during their suit creation, you will fix it without them having to pay anything. My warranty is 30 days, but yours might be longer, and it's all up to you and how comfortable you are with having to pay for everything to fix your mistake. Now, I could talk for hours about all these different things you can add to your terms of service, but as you will make changes and adapt your terms of service as you see fit, as you start your journey as a fursuit maker. That's all from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Today's fan art feature is from Riboflavins over on Twitter, who did me this awesome full-body Nefret class, so please go give them a follow. Their art's absolutely incredible. And don't forget, I have a merch store over on Artwork Tee and Redbubble, so if you want to support the channel and get some awesome furry shirts, go check it out. And what do you guys want to see me talk about next time? Let me know down below, and I'll make it happen. See you now. Bye-bye.